Hey Facebook, good morning. Just wanted to pop on Facebook Live here really quickly to let you all know some information that we are hearing on an earthquake that's happened here in our region. You know, we've actually had dozens of you call us this morning, send us emails and let us know that you felt an earthquake at your homes, anywhere from Telford, Jonesboro, Gray, Mountain City. These are the calls that I've answered this morning of people saying that they felt this earthquake. Now, this happened at about 8:09, and there are early reports from the USGS that are saying that a 5.1 magnitude earthquake happened this morning, and that's actually near Sparta, North Carolina. But because it is a 5.1 magnitude earthquake, that is something that was felt all the way here in the Tri-Cities, even stretching all the way to Knoxville. So let us know where you guys are watching from this morning and what you felt, because we're trying to figure out the reach that this earthquake had, kind of where all of you are watching. It supposedly happened about 8:09, 8:08 a.m. And again, it happened near Sparta, North Carolina. There are seeming to be some smaller earthquakes that may have happened around that, like a 2.2 magnitude near the same area. But we have had several people reach out to us and say their doors, their house, their bed was even shaking this morning. So that is something that we are currently tracking. It doesn't appear to be that there's been any damage or, you know, anything crazy like that that's happened this morning. But our meteorologist, Brittany Bowman, is over in the Weather Center. You can't see her right now. We're going to go and check in with her in just a minute on the status of that earthquake, what she has been able to find out. We are 30 seconds away from a live cut-in on News Channel 11, or rather on ABC Tri-Cities, this morning. So I'm going to do this cut-in really quickly, and then we're going to go and check in with Brittany Bowman. So give us 1 second here. We're going to do a quick update. We'll be right back. Good morning, and thanks for choosing ABC Tri-Cities. I'm Ashley Sharp with a look at some of today's top headlines. A new story into our news station this morning. We have a 5.1 magnitude earthquake out of North Carolina that has been felt here in the Tri-Cities, even stretching all the way to Knoxville. We've had dozens of callers call in about that this morning, so we're going to continue to update you on that throughout the day. Check our social media platforms for more information as we track that. One person is in custody and another being sought after by authorities following a chase through Unicoi County on Saturday. We spoke with the Mitchell County Sheriff's Office in North Carolina this morning, who confirmed they located this person on the run near Iron Mountain. They describe him as a white male in his 20s. That scene is now clear, but they told us that the suspect is still on the run at this time. Mitchell County confirms he took off running into the woods on the Tennessee side of the mountain. Unicoi County Sheriff's Office is leading this investigation at this time. All right, guys, we are going to go check in with Brittany Bowman to see what she's been able to figure out on this earthquake. Again, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake is what these early reports are indicating happened near Sparta, North Carolina. Something that we're going to continue to check in with. But let's go talk to Brittany. Brittany, what have you been able to find out?
Okay, so it looks like on the USGS website, anyone can access this. It's just earthquake.usgs.gov. And what we can see here is a 5.1 magnitude earthquake about 3 kilometers southeast of Sparta, North Carolina. So as I take you on the map, you can see a nice big red dot for the location of this earthquake. Again, this occurred just after 8 a.m. this morning. And also what's interesting is a smaller earthquake actually occurred here earlier. It looks like about, let me see if I can get the exact time on here, just before 2 a.m. this morning, a magnitude 2.6 earthquake occurred. So it is interesting. We did have a smaller one, likely not felt a smaller magnitude earthquake, but that 5.1 earthquake magnitude occurred in Sparta, North Carolina, again just after 8 a.m. And we are getting reports as far towards the west as Knoxville, this earthquake being felt. We did not feel this at the station. I'm just checking over with the National Weather Service on their chat. Just checking in, it seems back towards Morristown at the National Weather Service office, they actually felt it too. So let us know, of course, if you felt it and exactly how much you felt, how much was shaking in your house, if you even have anything that might have fallen off your walls, any damage from that. but definitely an interesting thing felt here in East Tennessee.
Well, Brittany, tell us too, what's kind of the scope of a 5.1 magnitude earthquake? Is that, obviously that's something in North Carolina that we felt even here in this region, but are those common? Does that happen very often? What do we see with this type of earthquake?
I will say I'm not an earthquake expert, but a 5.1 magnitude earthquake, definitely not common, at least in our region. Obviously it was felt here hundreds of miles away from the exact location, so definitely shows how this magnitude is felt. And I'm not sure if anyone else can reply in the comments about this quick enough, but if you've ever felt an earthquake here in East Tennessee, and maybe the last time you've even felt an actual earthquake here. We've always heard of, little ones occurring here and there, and most people have not felt them, but I will say a 5.1 definitely on the uncommon side as far as an earthquake felt here in East Tennessee occurring in North Carolina, very close to the Virginia border as well.
All right, Brittany, thanks so much. And she's going to continue looking in on this. Do you expect those reports to change at all as far as what USGS reports? Are those pretty right on track as soon as that's reported, or do you anticipate that might change?
I anticipate it would stay the same. They actually can pick up earthquakes pretty quickly with the systems they use. It's not like weather where you kind of assess damage afterwards and rate this natural phenomenon. I don't expect it to change, but of course, if anything does or if anything else happens, we will continue to keep everyone updated and pass along that information from the USGS.
Brittany, thanks so much. Anything else we should know, or we got it?
That's about all I should know. As far as
all right.
weather, it's going to be great outside.
Crack
today.
open your textbook on earthquakes, Brittany. We're coming back to you later. Well, guys, like you said, we just checked in with Brittany Bowman here in the Storm Center. We have gotten dozens of phone calls, emails, obviously lots of comments here on our Facebook Live as well about those of you who felt an earthquake this morning. Again, this happened about 8 o'clock, about 8:09 this morning, and what has been reported by USGS, you can access that website right now, usgs.com, is that a 5.1 magnitude earthquake happened near Sparta, North Carolina. And because that was such a high magnitude earthquake, pretty uncommon for this area, that has been felt here in the Tri-Cities by many of you who have reported you felt it, even all the way to Knoxville and Morristown. We're hearing reports there. So I'm kind of trying to watch your comments here. A lot of you are commenting Charlotte, North Carolina, Colonial Heights. People I spoke to on the phone this morning said Telford, Gray, Jonesboro, Johnson City, Mountain City. So lots of people, really what I'm hearing right now is it rattled your house. You kind of might have felt the shaking in your bed this morning. Maybe your pets were going a little crazy when they felt what happened here. I'm trying to scroll through and see. Church Hill, Blountville, Carter County. Let's see. Just outside of Lynchburg, Virginia even. Jonesboro, Kingsport. Lamp fell over in Mountain City. Doesn't seem like we have any damage right now. We'll check back in. If you have any type of damage potentially or anything like that in your area, let us know. It doesn't seem to be that that's the case. Bristol, Gray, Chucky. And again, this happened near Sparta. So, we've got, that's something that is not extremely close to the Tri-Cities, and even still, we felt it here. So 5.1 magnitude earthquake is what has been reported. Again, please let us know what you experienced so we can try to piece together. Again, it just seems like everything has just been some shaking. Hopefully nothing more than that. I know that can be scary for a lot of people experiencing that for the first time. Stephanie's saying she felt the house shake in Kingsport. Let's see, furniture shaking, says Joanne. It was like a dream, but scary. Absolutely. We didn't even feel it here at this station, but a lot of our station is kind of in a basement. So we are almost, it seems like, in a bomb shelter here. So we did not feel it actually. But we have had reports of Johnson City folks saying that they did feel it. Cheryl says in West Virginia, North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, says Cary. Wow, so we've got really a wide area here that this was felt. Jonesboro, Asheboro, North Carolina, Watauga, Tennessee. And again, all of you kind of reporting the same thing, shaking of the house, pets kind of going crazy. Again, we haven't heard any reports of injuries or any major damage here. We're going to go check back in with Brittany. Okay. So Brittany's about to be live. She said she's going to share a link where you can actually report where you felt the earthquake so that they can kind of help track this, and it helps the people over at the National Weather Service and everyone keep track of where all this was felt. Brittany, anything else for us? So, okay, we're gonna go check in with her again.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a really cool link that was just shared with me where you can actually, if you felt the report, you can let them know by clicking this link. I'm going to share this on my Facebook page, Brittany Bowman, WJHL, so you can go ahead and fill that out, and you can also see just how far people have felt this earthquake, so that is pretty interesting and pretty cool to see.
Yeah, look at this reach so far. I mean, it's only really stretched just a tiny bit into Johnson City, but we've heard reports of people feeling it all the way over in Knoxville. So hop on this map and report where you felt this earthquake so that these guys over at USGS and the National Weather Service can have a better idea of the reach of this earthquake. Again, 5.1 magnitude earthquake that was reported by the USGS about 8:09 this morning near Sparta, North Carolina. So anything else, Brittany, or good right now? Okay.
Definitely keep any updates out there.
All right, thanks so much, Brittany. And again, check her page, Brittany Bowman, WJHL. She's going to post that link for us here in just a second so that you guys can go on there and put where you felt the earthquake this morning so that they have a better idea of the reach of this earthquake. Again, please reach out to us if there has been any damage or anything like that that we need to double check in on. Hopefully no one is hurt or anything like that. We don't anticipate that right now. It seems from the reports that you guys are sending into us that it was just some shaking of the house and things like that. Leah says she felt it in Elizabethton. We've got Johnson City, Raleigh, North Carolina. So this thing has had a pretty big reach. Felt it off Eastern Star Road, says Sandy. Let's see. Just trying to scroll through here and make sure we haven't missed anything important. Felt it in Kingsport. Kim asked what time the earthquake happened. It's reported about 8:09 in the morning. I'm hearing reports from different folks. Anywhere from 8:05 to 8:10 is what people have been telling me. So yeah, this might have scared you a little bit this morning. If you had felt this, it might have woken you up. Some people have told me it woke them up in Johnson City in Gray. Brittany, any worry of aftershocks or anything like that?
I haven't seen anything.
Okay, Brittany's not seeing anything as far as aftershocks go right now. Again, she's looking at those maps, so we'll be sure to pass along any new information that we have for you. Let's see, Lockhart, South Carolina, Mossheim, Jonesboro. You guys all felt this earthquake. Marcy Ray says she was sitting on the bed and it started shaking. Felt in Roan Mountain. Again, I feel a little left out, right, Brittany? We didn't feel this. It must have been scary. Yeah, no, I hate for the folks that were woken up to this. Taya says, where did the earthquake originate? Near Sparta, North Carolina. So, Brittany, how far away is Sparta? Didn't you just look that up?
Yes, let me get an exact number for you. So, from Johnson City here at the station, Sparta, North Carolina is 124 miles.
So 124 miles from Johnson City to Sparta. So that's a pretty big reach for an earthquake. We obviously don't feel these very often here. And when we do have earthquakes, they're pretty small. So a 5.1 magnitude is what's being reported right now as of USGS. And there is a smaller earthquake that the USGS is also reporting that happened right near the same area that was about a 2 or a 2.1 magnitude. Obviously not something that we would have felt here, but that other earthquake, the 5.1, certainly something strong enough that we could feel here. Even reports, like I've said already, all the way from Knoxville, Morristown. So Mary Cole saying some felt it in eastern Kentucky. Let's see. Susan says it shook her awake in Greenville. Shane's commenting from Australia. Shane, I really don't think you felt this one. At least I would hope not. Lois is asking where was the earthquake. So it happened, what's being reported is right near Sparta, North Carolina. And that was a 5.1 magnitude is what these early reports are indicating. Again, though, we're hearing so many reports of people in the Tri-Cities region, all across Northeast Tennessee, some in Southwest Virginia, obviously in parts of Kentucky and North Carolina. I'm still getting emails as we speak to the top of my phone screen of people asking about this earthquake. So obviously so many people in our region who felt it. I'm glad it seems that everyone is okay. An intense thing to wake up to, obviously, and something that will shake you awake for sure. That's definitely scary. Some of you reporting you didn't feel it. Sarah Gallagher did not feel it in Bristol. Tammy's saying that things shook in Piney Flats, Mountain City, Fort Blackmore, Virginia, Southwest Virginia, yeah, Damascus, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, Gate City. Again, the comments just keep rolling in about all of the people who felt this. If you want to take a look here at the USGS map, you can access this just right from your house. Let's see, I'm gonna pull it up here so I can show you. All right, so you're just gonna go to, if you just type in USGS earthquakes into your Google search, that's what I just did, and it'll pull it up. Let me turn this around for you. And you can see on the USGS map here, it's tracking these earthquakes that are above the 2.5 magnitude. And you can see right here at the top of the list is that 5.1 Sparta, North Carolina earthquake. So you can see that's that blue dot right there on the map. So you can actually go to this website and report to them where you felt the earthquake, and obviously that will help them keep a better track of the scope and the magnitude of the earthquake, where all it was felt, kind of the reach that it had. So again, 5.1, and there is a smaller, let's see, on here earlier was a smaller North Carolina earthquake also reported, but these are, let's see, that's Nevada, Puerto Rico. Let's see, I'm not seeing that one. Here we go. 2.6 magnitude earthquake southeast of Sparta, North Carolina. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Brittany here again really quickly. She's got some information about aftershocks. What'd you find?
So I've just been kind of clicking around on the USGS website, and they do have some information. It looks like it was just posted at 8:37, so not too long ago, about this earthquake in Sparta, North Carolina, and it's just kind of talking about the potential of an aftershock forecast. And it says, according to our forecast, over the next week, there's only a 4% chance that one or more aftershocks would be larger than the actual earthquake, which was a 5.1. So talking about some more smaller earthquakes, looks like, I'm scrolling through this really quickly. Okay, it looks like they're mainly just talking about a magnitude of 3 or higher, which is a magnitude that you would likely be able to feel. So that kind of answers our question we had earlier about maybe that 2.1, I think that happened earlier today, likely did not feel that. Learning about earthquakes.
We're all learning as we go here.
So it seems like the chance of an earthquake of a magnitude 3 or higher is a 58% chance.
Gotcha. Okay, and yeah, like she said, there was a smaller earthquake, about a 2.1 magnitude that did happen right in the same area, Sparta, North Carolina, earlier even than that, 8 a.m. when it was about, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, this was just before 2 a.m. and it was a magnitude 2.6.
2.6. Okay, thank you so much, Brittany. Yeah, so like she said, there's not really a very high chance that an aftershock would happen that is comparable to the one that we already felt.
There may be something a little smaller. This is forecasting over the next week. So
okay.
A week from today, a 58% chance at a magnitude 3 or higher aftershock.
Gotcha. Brittany, thanks. Yeah, we are all kind of piecing together this information as we get it. Again, happened about 8:09 this morning. We did not feel it here at the WJHL station, but, you know, there are other reports of people who have said they heard it, they felt it in Johnson City and all throughout the surrounding area. Gray, Jonesboro, up into Southwest Virginia, North Carolina, Kentucky. So yeah, please let us know if there is anything that we need to look into, if there have been any damage reports. Hopefully no injuries. It doesn't seem to be that type of incident. But lots of you saying that you felt it, and I'm glad that it seems at the moment that everyone is okay and safe. Continue to comment on this feed and let us know what you're feeling and where. Again, we've heard as far west as Knoxville, Morristown, and this happened in Sparta, North Carolina. So 5.1 magnitude earthquake. Thank you to all of you who have reached out to us this morning. Like I said, I answered dozens of calls just within a span of about 10 minutes from folks who had felt this. Other team members of ours answering the phones downstairs right now. And lots of you have sent us emails as well. So thank you for letting us know. We are glad that all of you are okay this morning as far as we are aware. And we're going to continue to post updates on this. Again, you can track it yourself on the USGS website. If you just go to their usgs.gov website and click on their earthquake link. So thank you guys so much again. I'm going to hop off this feed and again, continue to comment if you'd like to. Let us know where you felt it. Exactly, you know, what happened and what you felt, what time. It seems, I mean, everything is within that 8:05 to 8:10 time period. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope you have a great and safe rest of your Sunday. Oh, yep. Just kidding. Brittany's got some fun facts for us. What's up?
Okay, so Andrew over at the National Weather Service in Morristown has done this research. He said, doing some basic research on the USGS page, it seems there was a 5.2 back in 1916 in western North Carolina and a 5.6 in West Virginia in 1897.
Wow.
So it's looking like that this 5.1 is the third strongest in the region. He says, don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% familiar with looking up historical earthquakes. But this is just some general information he's found on that USGS website so far. So that is quite interesting. I mean, this just goes to show that this is a rare situation considering those dates are a long time ago.
Wow, yeah, so I mean, obviously, like you said, very uncommon that we get an earthquake of this magnitude here in our region. Only a couple within the past, 100 years, 200 years? Wow, that's crazy. Brittany, thank you. Anything else before we log off?
I think I'll let you go.
Okay. Guys, we'll continue to post any updates or anything on our social media channels here on Facebook, our website, WJHL.com. We are keeping track of this here in the Weather Center, and like I said before, when I was about to sign off, you can keep track of it as well on the USGS earthquake tracker. You can access that just from your home, and as well keep track of that and let them know where you felt the earthquake so that they can kind of understand the reach of this earthquake. Again, 5.1 magnitude earthquake out of Sparta, North Carolina. We'll continue to track this, guys. Hope you have a safe and wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thanks for watching.